Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining in. So today, as you can see, we are going to start this analysis by looking at the price action of Bitcoin in a daily time frame, because in a daily time frame we are where right now where we are around this 33,000. This is a monthly candle close of 31st of January, because this 31st of January candle close exactly around 33,000. So every time when we have seen price coming around this monthly candle close level, either it has acted as a strong support or a resistance depending on the price action. But now you can see this monthly candle close around 33,000 is actually holding the price, and we also want at any cost the price of Bitcoin to stay above this 33,000, because if the 33,000 support is going to get broken, the next lower price target according to this monthly candle close level is going to be 29,200 price area. So that's why at any cost the price of Bitcoin should not break below this 33,000 support line here in a daily time frame. And not just only this, also if we look at this price structure using this descending channel. And also guys, I would really appreciate if you could take just 2 seconds of your time and destroy that like button, and for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. On my yesterday's video, we did had some very strong support lying around for Bitcoin. We also said since the price is retesting the previous temporary resistance line, there is a very likely scenario that we are going to see some really nice impulsive move playing out for Bitcoin. But unfortunately, you can see the price only came across the 35,000 price area, and now we are witnessing this price pullback type of scenario. So if this support is not going to hold, right, because the same support line was acting as a resistance, if this is not going to hold the price, then price of Bitcoin could be re-entering this descending channel type of scenario, and that is also going to indicate some bearish scenario playing out for Bitcoin, because I showed you with many different examples on my yesterday's video. One simple example, you can look at this as a ascending channel in a daily time frame, which is also acting as a lower line support around this 33,000 area. So that's why 33,000 right now is a must hold support line for Bitcoin, because if you would look at this in a 4-hour time frame with different scenario, you can also see here guys. So now if we look at this price structure in a 4-hour time frame, we can clearly see guys that this is a very nice broadening bottom type of scenario. But inside this broadening bottom, if we look at this price structure very carefully, right now this 33,000 support actually makes a lot of sense, because this here is also a descending broadening wedge, and according to this descending broadening wedge, you can see the previous line which temporarily acted as a resistance, acted as a support, and now this is also a line that is holding the price around this 33,000 area. So that's why at any cost we want the price of Bitcoin to hold this 33,000 support at any cost, because if you would look at around this area, and if the support here is going to fail, which lower price target are we looking at? Because if this is going to be a head and shoulder scenario playing out for Bitcoin, then we are aware according to this head and shoulder, you can see the right shoulder, right? And this here is also actually pointing out that if this is going to continue and the price here is going to see any sort of a reversal to the downside, the price should be heading towards this 31,700, 31,800 to the downside. So that's why at any cost we want the price of Bitcoin to hold this 33,000 support at any cost. And if you want to look at this in a bit different way, no problem, because we are aware in a 4-hour time frame, the whole price structure here, what we are witnessing with Bitcoin, we can simply add this parallel channel here, right? If this trend is going to continue to the downside, because we are aware that this here could be a descending channel type of scenario, right? So that's why at any cost, just like I said you guys, this lower highs, lower low continued pattern here in a 4-hour time frame should not play out, because if this rejection is going to be there and price is also not going to find support around this 33,000 area, then the price could see some bearish scenarios. And not just only this head and shoulder is pointing out this price could see a potential reversal if the 33,000 is going to get broken around this 29,000 area, but also the CPI line, the monthly CPI line for this July month has been already printed, and which is also pointing out that for this July month, the lower price target, the first lower price target is sitting around 28 to 29,000 area. I'm actually going to show you that right now here. So if we would look at this in a 4-hour time frame using the CPI indicator, you can see guys, the CPI indicator for this July month has already been plotted, and this July month CPI is a very interesting CPI, because this is a narrow CPI, and narrow CPI usually indicates volatility is going to be entering the market. And if you see this wider CPI like this, for example, from this June month, you can see the top CPI line, central CPI line, bottom CPI line, very easy to separate. That usually indicates more of a range bound market. But now this is a very narrow CPI. You can see here the top CPI, bottom CPI line. So you can clearly see this is top CPI, bottom CPI, central CPI. And now if you look at this in a normal way, volatility is going to be entering the market, because you can see from the previous example, bit narrow CPI, we had some massive price pullback type of scenario, right? For example, here also narrow CPI, you can see how crazy the market started moving in. So that's why right now this here is also a narrow CPI, and price has already closed below the monthly CPI lines, and this is also a not good sign. So that's why if the 33,000 support is not going to hold the price, then we have to be careful, because the final support what we have around this 30,000 might not be holding the price anymore. And according to the CPI lines, this July month, the first downward price target is this red line, which is sitting around 28,762 area. And to the upside, if this is going to be any sort of a reversal here to the upper direction, then the first target according to this July CPI line is sitting exactly around 41,333 area. So these are not only the reason why I'm actually showing you the different price structure along with the 33,000 support, and why the price of Bitcoin must hold this support line, because you can see many right now are talking about this accumulation schematic from Wyckoff also playing out parallelly, and they were saying me, hey Anup, why don't you have a look at it? So you can see here, this chart is from Rex Capital, so big shout out to him. So you can see he also believes that if this truly is a Wyckoff accumulation and Bitcoin recently experienced its spring and test, then Bitcoin needs to turn 33,000 into support line. So that's why this 33,000 support right now is very important line to hold, because if this support is going to get broken and the price is going to retest the 30,000 and also the 28,000 or 29,000 price to the downside, then also this accumulation phase from Wyckoff is going to be invalid. So that's why now you can see why the 33,000 support is a must hold at this current stage. So these are some of the scenarios I thought sharing with you in today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this video was helpful enough. If that's the case, then please hit the like button. And for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye guys.